Hello. Good morning to you all. I'm Clarissa Myers, and I want to just say, before I say anything else, thank you. My goodness. Yesterday, I really felt special, felt loved. Thank you for stopping by. To all of you who wished me well, good morning to you, Cynthia. This whole weekend, I'm going to be spending some time with my sister. And I just want to say, since she's here watching, happy birthday to you. You know, when we were children, we didn't particularly like having birthdays one behind the next because I had to wait for her to celebrate my birthday. So, but now that we're older, it's wonderful to have a sibling share birthdays so close. Good morning to you, Sips. Good morning. So, this morning, I was just reflecting and thinking. I know some people who, when we have children, people ask, how old is your baby? Well, he's 5 weeks, or 8 weeks, or 5 months, or so they speak in those terms. But usually after the age of maybe 2, then we start talking about years. Or he's 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. We neglect the months. But I do know some people who still use the months, even though their child is like 5 years old. Oh, he's 60 months. And so it made me wonder, well, if I were to count how old I was in months, I figured it out. I'm now 59, proud of it, glad to be here. Not everybody makes it to this age, and I feel great, and that's a blessing in itself. But if I were to talk about how old I was in months, I would be 708 months old. 708 months, oh my goodness. Or if I were to talk about how many days old I am, that's 21,535 days. And if I was talking about weeks, I'll be 3,076 weeks old. But what does all that have to do with what I'm talking about today? Well, in all of that time, I was reflecting, well, what are the top 5 observations about life that I've learned? You may have your 5 or your 10, and if I don't mention it, well, tell me what are your top 5. Well, the first one, and there's not any specific order, like this has more importance than the other. The first one, my top, no, it's not the top, but one of the top 5 is we all grow and develop at different rates, right? And depending on what environment we're in, that determines or shapes who we are. The people who are around us, the influences that we have, that determines who we're going to be in life, oftentimes. But, in spite of whatever circumstances may come our way, even if you're not in the ideal situation, we can't let our circumstances determine who we're going to be or who we will be. We can always rise above whatever situation we're in. If you feel you're good, we can always do better. If you feel that you're already better, work on becoming your best. And that's where I am. I'm working on becoming my best. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur, and I'm speaking to other spiritual entrepreneurs. This message may not be for you, but it might be for someone that you know. All right, so that was the second point. We can rise above whatever circumstances that we find ourselves in. We have to be intentional. This is my third point. We have to be intentional about the people we allow into our lives, the things that we allow into our lives. That can determine the amount of growth that we make. If you are someone who comes home or whatever, you work all day and you come home, yes, you're tired, but you're just totally content in doing what you're doing, then that's fine. But if you feel that you are placed on this planet for a greater reason, and if you feel like you're being limited in terms of what you can do, then you deserve to seek and find out what your purpose is so that you can fulfill your true purpose. That leads me to number 4. God put something into each one of us. He doesn't make junk. And again, and I mentioned this not yesterday, 2 days ago. Yes, he could have made us, he gave us everything that we need. He could have made us already to our peak. But if he did that, life would be so boring. There's nothing for us to strive for, nothing to overcome. And just like precious metals have to be refined to become their best, the best jewel that's possible, we are gems, we're jewels. And nobody can change us. We have to do it for ourselves. All right? That's number 4. We have to discover our gifts, our talents, and whatever skills that we have, we can make them better to become our best. And then we can't be selfish about it. We can't hoard those gifts and talents to ourselves. We have to share our gifts and talents because this is what makes our world a better place. My journey and me coming on here live and sharing things that I've learned and things that I've gleaned might spark an interest or encourage someone else to, hey, you know what? I'm really good at this. Maybe I can make this better. Or, I've always wanted to do this, and this dream of mine that I buried it somewhere, hey, I can reactivate it and fulfill my true potential. All right. Number 5, life is not all about you. It's not all about me. We are, yes, here for a purpose. And yes, we can be developing ourselves as we live and grow each day. But our purpose, all of us, every single one, we have a divine responsibility to help somebody else. And when we're all into ourselves, it's all me, 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 you get selfish. And you're just thinking how I can just make me better. But we're making ourselves better so that we can turn around and give back, give to somebody else. I was looking at my great nephew. I'm here with them and visiting with them for a little bit, and watching him grow. He's only, sometimes we say, oh, he's not 1 year old yet. He'll be 1 at the end of this month. That's September, special born. Every month is special, but we all somehow have an affinity, a love for our month. Just watching him grow. It's been a while. My kids are all now in their 20s, and just being around a little one, watching how he's growing, walking and trying to develop. Yes, we all grow. We get to a certain point, but then life turns on us. It's up to us to move forward. It's not going to be like I don't want to say instinct, intuition anymore. It becomes our job, our responsibility to take our journey to a higher level. Become in touch with our inner self, our higher self. And to do that, you're going to need an external source to help you to get there. And you know what that external source is? The Creator, our Almighty. And I'm just so grateful to have been here on this planet every day. Every day is a new journey. It's a new, and it's I am just grateful for what God has done for me. And the things that I've learned, rather than keeping them to myself, I want to share. Oh, good morning, good morning. I'm in my own little world. I'm here talking. Sometimes I forget that there are others there. Good morning to you, Ursula. Good morning. Yes, a divine responsibility. We can't ignore that. We really can't. Anicia, good morning to you. There's some others who've come on here. I left my, what do you call that? Tripod. So I'm doing a makeshift thing here and it's shaking around. But anyway, those are my 5 top. There are other things that I've learned, other observations that I've made. And if I didn't mention one of yours, perhaps you can share it on the bottom. Because after all, this journey is not all about us. It's about how we are able to uh, impact or influence or uplift, build others. That's really what we're supposed to be doing, helping each other, not tearing each other down. Oh, did you talking about each other and that kind of stuff. Life is too short. We only here for a time. We don't know we know our born day, our beginning expiration date, but we don't know our end date is. And while I'm here, I want to do the best that I can, live the best life, and it's a decision. You can decide for yourself, or you can walk around grumpy and complaining and causing issues. Anyway, so that's what I have for you this morning. I do have 4 links in the description. The first, if I can remember what it is, Spiritual Entrepreneur group. It's called Spiritual Entrepreneur Goal Achievers. And as I learn things, I just share into that group. If you'd like to join that, the link is there. I also have a link to a seminar or a convention that's going to be coming up later this month. It's September 29th. It's for students 17 years old and older. It's called Sustain Change. Because yes, we can all change, but then we sometimes forget stuff and we revert and we go back. We don't want to be moving backwards. We want to be moving forward. Oops. And it's shaking. I'll leave that. So it's in Chesapeake, Virginia. It's on September 29th. I have the link to a flyer that tells more about it. There are going to be a variety of guest speakers there, and especially for the adolescents, because they're trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to figure out what their role is in this world, and wherever we can support them, that's what we ought to do. So those of you who live in this area, it's just a one-day event. I think it starts at 2 and goes until 6. And so I'm letting others know about that. And then I have another link. I forgot what the other link is. Oh, yes. There are people who have so much inside. They want to teach others. And one great way to do it is to write your story, your journey, because we all on a journey. Each one of us have a different journey. Sometimes our paths cross. Sometimes we can link up. But we are here to help and support each other. So there's a link there to create your own ebook, to tell your story, the journey that you're going on, and the obstacles that you've had, and how you've overcome those obstacles. I still have some challenges that I face that I'm still working on. One of my goals I'm working on is developing a children's book series. The first book is already out. The second book is just about there. And then I'm just going to keep on writing. So, my book is called, it's a children's book, Ian and Igor, Inquisitive Island Iguanas. And it has life lessons in there for our youth. They're coming up. And by the way, some people don't even know this. At age of 25, 26, usually 26, talking about growth and developing, our adolescents, 15, 20, 21, 20, up till 26, there is they talk about babies, you don't touch the head because there's a little soft spot, it hadn't formed yet. Well, it doesn't completely develop until age 26. So a lot of times when they make silly mistakes, it's because they're still growing and learning and still impressionable. So we can't be so hard on our young people. They're still in that, they still make some choices that may not be the best. But as long as we're here to support and guide them, that's what we should do. So that's what I have for you this morning. Again, I'm grateful. Thank you all for all the love and the birthday wishes, the well wishes. And I'm going to continue doing what I do. Next week, I will not be here Monday the whole week. I usually come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I will be going, my sister and I were going to go to visit some family in New York. And so, when you're not quite in your own space, sometimes you're not sure. But anyway, that's what we will be doing next week. So I will see you the following week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So until then, enjoy your weekend. Be blessed. Be a blessing to someone else and even to yourself. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the following week. Have a great day. Bye.